Hello everyone and welcome to this video. This is going to be a very chill Minecraft survival where I'm going to make it as ASMR as possible in the hope that together with me you can fall asleep and get to a state of rest in general. It's actually quite funny because at the moment I'm recording this at 4:40 in the morning, so very late. Also squinting my eyes a little bit, but in general, I'm very happy to be here with all of you, and I hope I can be of service. So the first thing we do, of course, in this wonderful Minecraft world is get ourselves some wood and stone. I want to get 15 in total at the start. If you didn't know, 15 is the exact right amount for a pickaxe, a furnace, an axe, and a shovel. So that's why I'm trying to get 15 off rip, and I pretty much won't need any more stone for the rest of the episode. Of course, I will collect some more eventually, because it's a lot more useful for a bunch of other things as well, but in general you only use one set of stone tools, of course. So there's our furnace. And I'm going to be putting everything in the correct inventory slot for me. Yeah, let me know at what time you are watching this and whether it's helped you at all. And if you're interested, we do upload many of these kind of videos. So if you enjoyed today's content, please consider hitting the like button and subscribing. You'll also notice that sometimes I edit out little bits of the boring part, just because I don't want this video to be 70% running and maybe 20% gameplay and 10% recovering for situations I shouldn't be in. That is why sometimes you'll see me cut a little portion. I'm now pretty much just looking for an easy way to get iron. What I usually do in situations like this is I either look for structures like shipwrecks or desert temples. Since we're in an ocean biome, I'm not really going to be finding desert temples anytime soon. But sometimes they contain shipwrecks, and it looks like there is a nice underwater ravine here. So all I'm gonna need is some wood now to collect some doors. There we go. 3 spruce doors should be enough for now. Yeah, apparently there was quite a bit of iron in that little ravine over here. Now to start, I want to get 8 iron, which of course is enough for a flint and steel, a shield, a bucket, and a pickaxe. Pretty much since 1.18, I don't really bother going for iron armor anymore, just because diamonds are pretty easy to find and shields absorb pretty much all the damage anyway, unless I'm playing like a little bit of an idiot. So we're here by sacrificing the good old wooden pickaxe into the furnace, and the first thing I want is of course a flint and steel. Next up I'll get a bucket, and I swear the bucket is the best item in the game. It's just completely undefeated. The bucket has so many amazing uses, namely making sure you can climb up vertical walls, don't take any fall damage, unless, once again, I'm playing like a little bit of an idiot, which happens sometimes, and also you can build a nether portal with it, a little bit more efficiently than just mining up all the obsidian. Now, making the nether portal with the bucket is a bit of a speedrun strat, of course, Speaking of, I can speedrun a little bit. I won't go into details, but my speedrun record is between 25 and 30 minutes. I'll give you the vague number, not exactly. So I'm definitely not a pro player by any means, but I'd like to think I can beat pretty much any seed relatively quickly. The one thing that sometimes kind of messes me up is that I do like to do the Bastion strat of like trying to trade quickly. However, more often than not, I just get absolutely ambushed by the brutes. That's how I end up dying. Now, I do have a nice little cave entrance here, so I'm gonna make my way down real quick. I forgot to make a shield. That is very much not ideal. Just close myself in. Don't have any blocks in my hotbar. Yeah, not really timing my hits there very well, but that skeleton wasn't really going to do any serious damage anyway, so no problem there. There we go, with our good shield. Immediately going to offhand that, of course. Let's get rid of this second skeleton. This time I am timing my swings. Now, this does appear to go down pretty deeply. Yeah, deep slate level. Great. Now, I want to get myself some diamonds. That's pretty much all I need at this point, so let's just drop all the way down. Skeleton is ambushing me a little bit, but there's definitely diamonds in the area. It's actually quite unusual for me to collect gold in this way. Usually I only get it either in the nether by farming the little gold pieces or getting it from the bastion. Gold in the overworld is not the most useful, I'd like to say. Now this may surprise everybody because so far I've been using axe, but when it comes to diamonds, I do prefer the sword, especially considering enchants on swords are a little bit better than on axes, I would argue. I'm just going to collect all of these juicy diamonds over here. And it's definitely good that I mined around it. Because, yeah, look, there's more. Always mine around it, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's it for that vein. Just gonna make my way over to the next one. What I really do love about Minecraft, man, is that so many of these really old school sounds have stayed the same since pretty much beta release or even before. This water bucket is a little bit different, but for example, the zombies, even the bats, the XP sound, man, it's still the same as I remember. Let me know what's the first ever version you played, or if you don't know, let me know the year. For me, I think it's around 2013. I used to start on a very old iPad actually, one of them iPads that still have the wide charger, the very old iPhone charger, you know, the iPhone 4 one. I actually don't even really know the name of it anymore. Maybe I have it in a closet somewhere still, but now that I think of it, I've played Minecraft on quite a few devices, you know. Before I played it on an iPad, I think I played it on the Xbox 360 at some point. At some point I also had a pretty beefy PC. Well, I'm saying beefy. At the time, it was good. It was, I think, a 2060 Super PC, which nowadays is nothing. I'm sure you're not even getting like 100 FPS in Fortnite with that nowadays. But this gameplay is actually recorded on a MacBook Air because these days I'm actually traveling full time. What was that sound? Wow, that freaked me out a little bit. But yeah, I do apologize for any minor hitches that may come with playing on a MacBook. I currently don't have access to my old PC, so that is making it a little bit difficult. Shouldn't be a problem though. So far, it's holding performance quite well. I've got it capped at 60 because that is what my screen is capped at as well. I do find some lapis here, which I do usually like to enchant before going into the nether. The reason being because I usually die in bastions, like I just said. I do find a nice lush cave here, which is a bit of a savior, since I'm definitely running low on food here. In fact, that was my last piece of pork. Gonna be munching on the glowberries from now on. Not the best food source, but I think it's the best one you can find on the ground outside of a structure. Do need some wood as well, so I'm gonna try and grow a tree here. No azalea trees today. And we find a lava pool, which is also going to be quite useful for getting into the nether. Which I'm not gonna do yet, because I definitely don't have enough resources for armor at the moment. No, the bat died. Poor fella. So it's good to remember where this portal was, or where this lava was, I meant. But this cave system is pretty huge, so probably run into another one sooner or later. I lost my water. That's not ideal. And I didn't even hit the MLG. That is a lot of mobs. Gonna have to back up a little bit. I hope that didn't blow any of them up. I don't think it did, so that's okay. And wow, that boosted me into the lava pit. That is not ideal. Alright, not to worry though. I personally am noticing that hitches a little bit in the gameplay, especially when I'm trying to flick my crosshair. That didn't used to be a problem before. Okay, I'm gonna make some armor. This is getting ridiculous. Thank the Lord for the shield. Kinda underestimating how much I'm regenning with the berries. Yeah, I think I may as well just make a diamond chestplate soon. There's not really any negatives to it. I guess it's cool to do it all in one go, but not really any need to be nonchalant at the moment. This definitely is not a bad cave in terms of diamonds though. Okay, as I've said before, I'm going to make a chestplate after fighting these mobs. Thankfully, 2 crits of the diamond sword kills the skeleton, so no problem there. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to regret the decision of making this chest plate right here. Cover me with diamonds. Do also get a bow, I believe. May have just picked one up from the skeleton. I think I am going to collect this lava right now. It's going to be more useful. I'm just going to place this water down right here and find diamonds. Swear to God, I'm not X-raying. That's unexpected to say the least, but a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one, if you know what I mean. May as well just get some more armor right here. That's not how you equip that, but all good. The one negative of not using an axe to fight is that it's a little bit difficult to pick up the crafting table, but only takes like 4 seconds, I believe, so not really a problem. And I apologize for the lag, I had to readjust a little bit right there. But I may actually pick the water back up, because now that I have armor, it shouldn't be a problem. I usually like to fight with lava when I don't have too much armor yet, but now that I've got pretty much full diamond anyway, it should be okay. Let's all say hello to the Enderman together. No diamonds there, no problem. I think we've pretty much looted the diamonds in this part of the cave, so I'm going to kind of get back to the other part. May have forgotten that spiders can climb walls, not gonna lie. There's diamonds in the water though. I think these mobs can't really reach me easily. Yeah, I may as well just equip the door again. Yeah, so those are basically just not gonna hit me. If I get them with a nice knockback hit. And the spider can't swim at all, so not bad, not bad. I definitely do prefer the diamond sword over the diamond axe. We are not in any form of PvP situation. I guess I'll pick up the door. I don't think I'll really need it, but it could come in handy sometime. Water caves below deep slate level are actually some of my favorite ways to farm diamonds. Because you can just swim up to them, no need to build up. It's actually quite efficient for farming diamonds, or mining diamonds I should say. You can't really farm diamonds. Diamonds are one of the few things you cannot really farm. Now, at some point in this world, I'm going to make an anvil, I think. Because what I actually want to do close to the end is make a bit of a max enchanting setup in the... That is a creeper. In the library in the stronghold, That's not something I usually do, because usually I'm either trying to speed run or I'm trying to actually have a decent Minecraft world. No azalea tree again is a bit frustrating, but should be good. I can mine in the nether, I suppose. But yeah, considering this is not a let's play and more so just me trying to beat Minecraft in a somewhat entertaining, somewhat relaxing way, I think I'm just going to make an enchanting setup in the stronghold library. This way I can still get the books and the wood, while also getting some nice enchanted books as well. Why did that hit me? I was holding up my shield. Alright, so I just want a couple more diamonds. Just enough for a pickaxe and for a enchanting table. And then I don't think I'll go back up to the surface for food or for leather. It's a little bit difficult to access the surface from this cave, I think. So what I think I'll do is just locate one of the red biomes in the nether, eliminate some hoglins, and then that way I can get food and leather in one go. So I'll have food and everything I need for the enchanting table. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try and collect some food there now and then get some last second diamonds. That is not how to do that. Don't worry, I know how to do it, I just misclicked. Just gotta get a little bit more deep slates so I can build this nice little setup. Now I do know how to do this setup, but sometimes it's just a bit random and the water seems to spill everywhere. I don't know exactly why it keeps happening to me, but sometimes it does. So I'm gonna need a hole there where the cobblestone is, and then it shouldn't flow over. For some reason it does. Oh well, no problem. This lava lake is huge anyway, so no problem there. Yeah, I just hope I spawn near a red biome, or at least near some mushrooms, otherwise it's going to be a little bit frustrating and may have to get back to the surface anyway. Yeah, I'll get the diamond pick now, I suppose. Get rid of all the other ones. Yeah, let's go. That is not how to light a portal. Alright, we spawned basically in a red biome. That is pretty much best case scenario. Let's go, finally some luck. I'm saying finally, but this has been a pretty decent seed so far. Now, what I do to find the seed is actually I ask ChatGPT to give me seeds that are usable, but I tell basically what I send ChatGPT is give me a decent Minecraft seed, not ridiculous, but don't tell me why it's good. So this specific seed, I don't know why it's good. There may have been a city underneath spawn that I missed or something ridiculous. So I don't know. All I know is that it's a usable seed for a video. Now I think I'm going to tower upwards a little bit. That is not how to tower upwards. Actually, I don't think it's gonna matter much. Yeah, I'll just go back down. It's a bit of a waste of blocks, but no problem there. I kinda wanna watch out with fall damage from now on, since I only have a couple berries left. I'm not wearing any gold either, so this guy is a little bit angry at me. As is this guy with a spear. That's ridiculous. He's juking me. Okay, there we go. Now, I hope these two weren't contributing to the mob cap too much, but I don't see any hoglins here. So, I guess I'll make my way over to the other part for now. Yeah, I still don't see any. That's a little bit concerning, but should be okay. Guess for now I'll make some mushroom stew. That is quite lucky. The red and the brown mushrooms spawn pretty much one chunk away from each other, so... yeah, not much else I can do here. I do find a very angry looking young man with armor. I don't have wood. That is not ideal. Luckily, there's a forest nearby, so should be good. Don't have an axe, so this may take a second. There we go. That's enough for a crafting bench and some bowls. I don't think dandelions spawn in the nether, so can't really make any saturation stew. I am still going to be on the lookout for hoglins though, because I really do kill two birds with one stone with the leather and the pork. But for now, I think some of these zombie pigmen may be taking up the mob cap a bit too much. There's a couple of them here though, 3 in one area immediately. A little bit scary, but shouldn't be a problem. Wow, these guys are not happy. Or not happy. They deliver quite some knockback, but they also deliver food, and that is what we are going for. There we go. Now I want to get a little bit more and then get back to the overworld, I think, because I still don't have full diamond or a crafting table. All this running is making me hungry again. Yeah, I'll go back for now. I'll come back later. Now I know that I spawn in a red biome, so that is perfect. That looks to be a bastion. Wow, my face is literally in my in my screen as we speak. So I at least know which way the bastion is, and the fortress is probably going to be the other way. Now I haven't been to the other side of this lava lake yet, so I think that's where I'm gonna go next. It appears that the cave continues there. Perfect! More diamonds. No point in mining around it this time, but the more you know. Yeah, this appears to be a very good cave. I don't know exactly what I'm doing wrong, but sometimes I still get hit by the skeleton even though I have my shield up. It's a little bit strange. That's another one of those instances. Now this fella did drop another bow. I can just combine all of them right now. Then I'll probably have a full HP one. No diamonds in this little crevice, no problem. Did see some up there, yep, indeed. Totally didn't get hit by a skeleton like 5 times, but all good. Get some more diamonds. Ooh, and we mine into a water cave. Now, as I said before, pretty much the most efficient way to find diamonds. Yeah, look, everywhere. Wow. This one is packed. That's what we like to see. Put down our trusty spruce door again. And some more. Great. Come on, get in the door. Thank you. Come, get in the door. It's maybe only one for now. Yeah, all good. Pretty much set on diamonds anyway. Wanna get a little bit extra. Whoa, that was some crazy lag. I wanna get a little bit extra so I can repair my armor or pickaxe if I have to, but I don't think I will have to anyway. Usually I definitely don't break one set of diamond armor in one playthrough. I guess I'll make my way back to the portal now. There's not really any point in getting more diamonds. Definitely happy with how many times I can hit the MLGs now. I did say I didn't need more diamonds, but when they're this easily accessible, I may as well. Clear my inventory of junk a little bit. And I'll make my way back to the portal. Finish our full set of diamond armor. And I still don't have leather, which is a bit of a bummer, but I suppose I'll get it along the way. It's very easy to get in the nether, actually. I think you can either get it from the Hoglin, like I said, but I think you can also get it through piglin bartering, which of course we're going to do for ender pearls anyway, so sure, I'll get it. Which means I won't go into the nether enchanted, but I should be okay. I've got 6 pieces of food to be exact, 7 if you count the raw one. So yeah, let's start the nether adventure towards the bastion. I could either tower over there, which I think I will do. I think it's a little bit hard to get up. I'll just collect a little bit of netherrack. Very easy to mine with the diamond pick, so no problem there. Now, as you've seen, I can speed bridge a little bit, although sometimes my crosshair is a little bit all over the place, so you'll see me stopping every now and again. Over lava, I still find it a little bit tricky, especially considering you can't use a water bucket in the nether either, but we made it, so no problem there. Actually, staircasing is a lot easier to do at full speed. Yeah, we made it up. Now, I do need some gold armor, because I am still making these pigmen mad. Definitely don't want to step into the bastion without it. All I need is, I believe, 36. So all I need is boots. I'll collect it no matter what. There we go, 47 to be exact. Let's make some gold ingots. And some armor, so our friendly neighborhood pigmen won't attack me. Yeah, I'm just gonna make my way into the bastion. May have to go a little bit around if I don't want to waste too much blocks, but it should be okay. Now there's two of them that I know how to loot. It's the one with the gold on the side, and it's the one with the treasure room. The gold on the side, I think, is the bridges one. The one where it's all clumped together, like on the side. You know which one I mean. The other ones, the stables and the housing units, I have no clue how to loot, if I'm being completely honest. Gold is always somewhere hidden in the wall behind the smiley faces, but I always get lost in bastions anyway. And every time I cross an alleyway or across a corner, what happens is I just get ambushed by the brute, and then it either breaks my shield and I lose the 50-50, or I laugh at myself and the brute together. It's a little bit difficult, but I found my way in anyway. No problem there. So I actually think this is the one where the gold is on the side. So this one has the least amount of brutes, but also the least amount of loot, I think. The least amount of loot that is not gold, at least. I think now I'm not on the side with the chest. I think it's across from me. I do see the brute though. Ideally want to get it to aggro me first. It should go below me, and I can just laugh at it. Great. That's what I like to see. Very good boy. So there's one chest, and yeah, the other two are in the other side. I'm gonna get it from below so I don't make the pigmen angry. Oh, I'm an idiot. They aggroed me because I broke the chisel. The gold block, you know what I mean. I think it's the chisel blackstone or something. Not entirely sure. Oh, these pigmen are going crazy. This guy's not very happy with me. So yeah, that's where the chests are gonna be. Just going to laugh at these fellas since they're still angry at me. Alright, let's wait for this to flow down a little bit. And they're no longer angry at me. That's just great. Just murdered half of their tribe, but no problem there. Alright, so the gold is gonna be over there to the other side. Kinda wanna grab these two, but wanna get rid of the pigmen first. Especially the brutes. Okay, so there was 4 of them there. Definitely happy that I didn't just walk in there. That would have been bad. Yeah, so this is where the other chests are. Got a fire aspect sword. Not too useful at this stage of the game, but it is whatever. I think that's all I need for now. I don't really need the crossbow or the obsidian, I think. Yeah, now they're gonna aggro at me again. I don't learn from my mistakes. I'm so sorry. Yeah, once again, aggroing. Actually doing quite some damage. Alright, so now what I'm gonna do, since I have no food, is I'm just going to collect the gold on the side. And then trade outside of the bastion, I think. I know that the brutes don't respawn, but neither do the pigmen, and I've had to eliminate most of them. The gold should be, yeah, okay, so it's right there. Yeah, I'll just trade outside of the bastion, no problem. Is this baby going to attack me or not? It is. And it eats me. Yeah, run, you scaredy cat. Bro is literally playing Ding Dong Dash with me. Wow, these pigmen are going crazy down below. Properly rage baiting them with the gold blocks. Alright, you're gonna follow me? Yeah, you go. Alright. You there. Get over here. I'm going to make you guys a nice little house. Actually, quite some guys over here. Totally ethical guys. I'm totally just giving these guys a place to live. Who needs freedom, am I right? This guy is walking away. I apologize for the sound of the pigmen going a little bit crazy. I just noticed, pigmen have big noses and they love gold. Nice inside joke right there. Come. Okay, so this guy is trading leather, that is great. I can make the enchanting table now. This guy just doesn't really want to be a part of my empire over here. Getting some PvP arrows now. Now I will need this obsidian for the crafting table, of course. But these guys look like they're going to trade quite a bit of it. Now pretty much all I want now is some obsidian, some ender pearls, and yeah, that's pretty much it, I think. Some fire res, but I already have some, so it shouldn't be a problem. Finally get rid of that trusted door. Yeah, So I need a little bit more obsidian, but I'm sure these guys will deliver. Oh, only one more now. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. In the meantime, while they are doing their thing, collect some more pork. There we go, it burned in the lava, we love to see it. That's more like it, please don't burn. There we go, alright. 3 pieces of pork. Come. I'm sure there's more of you. There we go. Another big boy. Alright, so these guys have finished trading. Let's get our... Well, first let's get our book. That's gonna be quite useful, I think. Alright, let's make our nice little enchanting table. There we go. I'm just gonna try and get sharp 1, efficiency 1, and prot 1 on everything. That should be a good start. I'm not gonna be able to do level 30 enchants this time around, so no problem there. No prot on that one, so go for a different one first. There we go. Alright. Sharp 1, great. Efficiency, good. Alright, so now we're definitely a lot better protected. I think we're full prot. We sure are. Sharp 1, efficiency 1. Pretty much what I was going for, to be honest. You guys are still doing your thing. Do you see some pearls over there? Well, doesn't look like too many. Gave them 3 stacks of gold. Should be able to give me some, hopefully. Where are you running? He dropped 4, that's not bad. Now I know I could also use the fire aspect sword. I can see you all commenting if you're still with me at this point. But I want to practice my lava fighting, so using the fire aspect sword seems like a bit of a cheat. Plus it does less damage anyway. And I once again do apologize for the pigment being a little bit loud. That baby better not steal my gold. I hear it. The babies always steal the gold. Good, it's running the other way. That's what we like to hear. Now this guy... Wow, he yeets me! Eh? Am I gonna die? My god. That guy yeeted me in my lava. That could have ended quite badly, actually. I genuinely may have died if I didn't have prot there. There's another fella. Alright. Wow, they really just yeet you. Wow! Even when I hold the shield up, they just yeet. There's a couple of them here. Alright. That is just a baby. That's not gonna drop anything. Okay, so these fellas have finished trading. I guess I'll let them out now. How many pearls do we have? Oh. That's actually quite bad. Huh. I did hope for at least a stack, but... Well, now I want my book back. Because I want to enchant with it later, but... Yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to... So there's two things I can do now. I can either go to another bastion, which is probably gonna be quite far. Or I can go to a blue biome. There's one on the other side of my portal. I think I'll go back to the portal for now. Yeah, I don't really want to look in a couple more quadrants to find a bastion. I think I'll just go to a blue biome and fight the Enderman manually. So now I'll loop around a little bit, I think. That way I can still collect some food along the way and can make my way over to that blue biome I saw on the other side of the portal. Should be pretty good. Traversing the nether in a way is actually kind of zen, I would say. There's constantly things trying to attack me, but what else is new? Get yeeted off again. Is this guy gonna die? Can't quite pour lava onto him. Okay, he died anyway, so that's great. That went a lot smoother than the previous one. These fellas actually drop quite some food. I'm almost up to half a stack already. Definitely not bad. Ow. Running a little bit low on blocks again, so I have to fix that right up. Usually I would just cut down the trees, but I don't have an axe at the moment, so I'm just gonna go with the netherrack. I can just tower over there pretty easily. There we go, easy enough. I could go for some more hoglins, but I think I've got pretty much enough food for the rest of the entire thing. There's a fortress. That's definitely going to be helpful. So I think going this direction was the good plan after all. I also have fire res for the blaze, so it should be pretty easy. Just gonna put that into a easily accessible slot. Don't hit me, please. Oh. Nothing yet. To clear my inventory a little bit. It's getting quite cluttered. Yeah, okay, so there's the blue biome. So afterwards I can just go there, get some Enderman. That is not what I meant to do. I meant to block my shield, not place all those blocks. Alright. I may just end up drinking the fire res the second I get hit by the blaze right here. Yeah, okay. No problem there. Now, I cut forward a little bit because, quite frankly, those drop rates were awful. I was killing blaze for more than 10 minutes straight. Maybe I'll check afterwards how many exactly I took out, but I think I got less than a 1 in 3 drop rate throughout all of it. I may have killed over 20 of them, so not great, but we got it anyway. No problem, no problem. Magic of editing right there. Now, I would like one more, ideally. Okay, there we go. Those drop rates are definitely a little bit better. Now all I need is just a couple more Endermen for my set. Continuously burning down the hoglins for some cooked food. These guys are angry at me at the moment. Thankfully the blue biome is pretty nearby from here. Now I do hear the Endermen already, haven't seen any of them yet. I have to give a quick disclaimer. Endermen are very loud when they aggro. So I may cut a little bit in this time. Because yeah, I don't really want any screaming mobs in my ASMR video, as you can probably understand. The regular sounds are kind of cute though. Ah, I dropped one, great. So I want to get like 13 or 14 is usually the magic number. I'm okay at locating the stronghold. I'm definitely not good at like the triangulation method or how do I say that? I don't know how to use that and then burrow straight into the stronghold in the nether. Right? I know how the strat works, but I personally cannot do it. So I always do it in the overworld. Also the terrain in the overworld is just kind of zen to run through. It's a lot more zen, I would say, than just burrowing through the nether. Fun fact, one time I did actually try it, and I spawned in Ancient City, and not in the stronghold. The stronghold was about 400 blocks the other way, so I kinda messed up. Overshot it by 400 blocks. Now once again, I do apologize for the Enderman being a little bit loud. Ah yes, the good old nether sounds. Especially for Enderman, I much prefer the sword over the shield. The Enderman just gives such a huge hit stun effect that if you use an axe to try to kill them out, it's actually quite difficult because they constantly cancel out your attacks by hit stunning you. There was actually a time when I was a little bit less good at Minecraft, where I was actually using a mod that completely removed knockback and hit stuns from mobs. So yeah, a little bit embarrassing, but gotta do what you gotta do, right? I did not hit that block clutch. It's okay though. Nowadays, in case anyone hasn't noticed, I am using the Fulbright mod for in caves and no fog in the nether. That's partially because I don't like to craft and place torches for half my run. When you get the blindness effect in the ancient city, it really is blinding. And in the nether, the fog actually makes it so it's very hard to find fortresses and bastions without using the F3 menu or the pie chart. So in that case, I prefer to just use the no fog mod, because then you can actually enjoy the nether scenery. Definitely much prefer that, and it actually helps quite a bit with performance as well. So now I have everything I need from the nether. Just going to go back to my original portal. No need to nether travel, I don't even have the obsidian or anything. I'm only a couple hundred blocks away from the portal anyway, so no problem there. Just gonna bridge over this gap and make it. There we go, home sweet home. Now I'm also just going to cut the part where I tried to climb out of this cave. So it's going to be very boring. But yeah, we made it back with everything we need from the nether. After about an hour, so no problem there. That is not how you craft ender eyes. Need to get the powder, of course. I'll start out with 12. I'm assuming one's gonna break at some point. And yeah, we made it out. Happy to be back with everyone. So let's see which way the stronghold is, and then it's just going to be running for like 6 minutes usually. Oh, it's actually precisely that way, so that's alright. I keep forgetting that you can't really water bucket MLG onto snow because the snow powder actually doesn't break when you put the water on it. It just goes like the block above it. So it doesn't really kill your fall very well if it's from a big height. When it's only a couple blocks, it works fine, but from much higher, it doesn't actually work. Good thing to note right there. Okay, so we're going towards an ice spikes. Yeah, like I said, this is just going to be a lot of running. You find a village right here, but I don't think there's really anything I need. Okay, so it's still that way. I don't think it's gonna be much further actually. Maybe a couple hundred blocks, but I'm guessing that's it. See, that's what I mean. The snow doesn't actually break when you pour the water bucket on it. It just coats in the block above it. So I think it's going to be within 100 blocks from here. I can't imagine it being much further than that. It's a big cave entrance. I'm tempted, but we have a mission to complete here. Okay, so now it's still this way. Ah, it broke. It's gonna happen eventually. Okay, so now it's this way. Yeah, okay, so I got one axis correct. What the heck is that? A zombie on a horse with a spear. That's kind of terrifying, to be honest. Yeah, it's gonna be like right here. There's another village. Yeah, I think it went straight down. Actually, yeah. Yeah, it did. Okay, so we're like right above the starter staircase. This guy actually does damage. Apologies for the lag there. Alright. Yeah, so it did go straight down. Just wanted to double check. I'll do the staircase down, I think. Look at my efficiency 1 diamond pickaxe go. Absolute Chad. There we go, stone bricks. I think we mined straight into the staircase. No, we did not. Well, found it either way though, no problem there. Get the final bit of iron needed for my anvil as well. Oh, there's nothing here. I may have to break some walls because this appears to be a dead end. Huh. Yeah, so this is just blocked off. I think it's behind that door to my right. Yeah, okay, so no problem there except for this silverfish. Interesting hitboxes for sure. Oh, it's right here. It's actually very close. No silverfish shenanigans this time. So what I'll do is I'll open up the end for now and then go look for the library to make my enchanting room. Noted the chords very quickly just in case I forget the way. Oh my god, that took like 10 minutes to find. This stronghold is huge. I'm not trying to exaggerate. This stronghold is massive. So there's a couple things I want here. I want to open the chest with the book in it to see what it has. I know there's two. There's one above and one like on the bookcases right there. And I want to make a bed as well because I don't have any wool. Ooh, protection 3, looting 2. Now, if this was earlier in the Let's Play, I would have taken the looting on the sword, but now that I don't need any ender pearls or blaze rods, I think I'm just going to go for the protection on it. That's a very good book. So yeah, I'll put my iron in for the anvil and then start collecting some of these bookcases and planks all around me. You know what, I think I'm gonna try and put silk touch on this axe just so it makes crafting the bookcases a lot easier. No, didn't get it, no problem there. I'll just have to craft them manually with the wood. Alright, so now I can make a bed. I do need a little bit more wood to make all of these nice little bookshelves. Do have enough for the anvil now, so I can put that juicy Protection 3 book on my chest plate. And I can also enchant some books and then put them on my stuff. Should be pretty good. There we go, Protection 3. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Messing up a little bit with crafting, but all good. So that is my enchanting setup finished. Power 2 is actually not bad for a bow. I think I'll go for that. Put it in the correct slot. I don't really need any of that. Guess I'll have to use it to get rid of the bad enchant anyway. Nice, another power book. I think I'll have to go for the power 2, otherwise it wouldn't work. So this should turn my bow into a power 3, which is definitely not bad. I don't really need density, I suppose. Yeah, this is where I'll leave it in terms of enchanting. Now I'll just put the power 2 on my bow again. And then I think I'm going to repair my armor a little bit, and I should be okay. And then I'm just going to immediately beeline it to the portal. So there we go, power 3 bow, definitely not bad. Unfortunately, picking up the crafting bench is still a little bit slow. So I'll repair the armor a little bit. Yeah, all good. Yeah, let's go. Not really anything else I need. So it took me very long to find the portal, or sorry, to find the library, but it actually was pretty close in hindsight. It's literally just this way. So I don't know why it took me so long to find, but it really shouldn't have. Anyway, sayonara. Oh, I forgot to say that. Well, looks like we're bad bombing the dragon, if I can at least remember that. A little bit risky trying to get these crystals while the dragon is shooting at me, but thankfully I turn into Prime Legolas. Say that as I start missing. No, 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 no. That was close. Thankfully I can nail the MLG quite consistently. Yeah, this is just going to be a quite regular end fight. Not really gonna go for any crazy plays or anything. Like I said, may just try and bad bomb the dragon at the end. Of course, every now and again I get the angry Enderman, but that's kind of just part of the job, ain't it? When I just have my shield up, they're not too terrifying anyway. I should watch that. Oh well. I don't actually have that many crystals left to go. Yeah, when you just cover your feet, you don't actually get that many knockbacks. Quite easy. That may be too low. That was great though. Also too low. I'm just gonna get a little bit closer. That one I can get though, quite easily. Got the caged one. I'll just MLG this, I suppose. There we go. There's only one caged one remaining, and then we've got all of them. Been a pretty clean end fight so far, nothing too crazy. There we go, that was the last one. Ooh, wow, I get launched onto the other pillar. That's kind of crazy. Oh, I made the Enderman mad with the water. Oh well. Don't have anything to fear off of this skinny guy. Alright, so now it's just all about shooting the dragon and hitting it with the sharp one diamond sword when it purges. Hitting pretty much every MLG this time around, even with the crazy lag. Don't mind my aim, I do apologize sincerely. No, it's pretty much one hit. Ah, I can't hit it now, I think, because it's purging. Oh. Yeah, I can't hit it. Well, it's gonna have to be the sword. Oh wait, no, I wanted to bad bomb it. Oh, okay, no. Got it anyway. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, consider subscribing, and to all of the friendly people still in chat, enjoy the sound of XP being collected. I wish you a very good night and tomorrow morning, And goodbye to everybody that enjoyed this Minecraft world with me. Goodbye, everyone.